Let's go over here. Let's block here. Let's... Ooh, got lucky there. Got real lucky there. I'm gonna need to do a stop. And another stop. Oh, this is brutal.
Access denied.
No, it's not denied. I save all the time. I am the master of saving games. If anything I do is good, is the freaking save games. My god, I'm like the master. Seriously, I'm good. No game has bollocks for me. This is a really... That said, this is a really difficult hack. I should have given up, but the problem is after I committed... Oh, I'm the worst at leveling up. Or at saving. Wow. Well, it's not bad, naturally. I'm good, but no, I'm not as good as I thought. So, maybe we're gonna get better hacking in here. Let's go for it. Because it wasn't very good before. Or was it? Check that. That one is easy. We got a spam over here. Yeah, that +3 over there is a little bit scary. That's what I remembered. But just not having... Yeah, I gotta stop a nuke from here. Not a stop. There we go. Okay, so silo B control. Yeah, that it is pretty obvious why it would be such a... Yeah, why it would be so well protected. That said, it is also very simple. Just go over there and hack that.
Access granted.
There we go. And we got a nuke virus. Oh, the robots. We don't have access to the robots. That's not a problem. I have access to the robots. If I find where it is. Is it over here? It is. Wait, it doesn't let me control the turrets? Disable the robots. Thank you very much. Huh. Oh, and we have another thing over here. I also saw another interaction button somewhere. There might be like a grate on the floor or something. Okay. These people have very naive ideas of how fair everything is.
Access granted.
They do sound like they've been locked up for 3 hours. Or 10 minutes. Because they just keep at it. It's unbelievable. Anyway, robots being disabled means I can do whatever I like. And also that ladder that we found in the middle. Ooh, also the other thing is I definitely want to go up on that thing over there. That ladder is over here, yeah. That we found in the middle of the central structure. There we go. There we go. And here is another one. That ladder that we found in the middle of the central structure has... Good. We found what it does. Didn't I hack you? Or are there two of you? Or is this... What? I don't get it. Either way, this map looks relatively straightforward. Wait for that one to do that. So I can do this and start hacking there. Do that one. Okay, that's not too bad. No, it is bad. We're never gonna get that.
Access grant.
There's no point in wasting materials to get that. That is what you say. Yes. I am not a terrorist, you are the terrorist. Okay. Because usually that's the case when, you know, if they're being imprisoned for no reason whatsoever, then it stands to reason that the people imprisoning you are the terrorists. Although, there's some dynamics about that might... Oh, I'm so hurt. That might invalidate how you talk about that. Didn't I do this? Are these walls that broken? And also, they're clearly cement walls. It's not like cement does get corroded though by water, but not. I don't know if by seawater, although probably by seawater. So there are just oh. Wait, that's what you do? Wow, that's rubbish. That is a terrible... Why didn't they put a normal turret? To cost saving? Wow. Wow. Okay. What do we have back here? It's our means of hiding is what we have. What? Oh, it's the scan that doesn't work. Yeah, you keep that over there. Don't close it. I mean, you can close the other one. Just don't close the main scan. Yeah, that's where we're supposed to go. I think. Can I not just jump over you? Or, you know. Wow, that's so gamey. That thing. It's like it would never exist in real life. It's like, my God, a freaking shop alarm. Those ding ting ding ting when you enter a shop. That stuff is more effective than that. Did I have a ladder somewhere going?
This is outrageous. You can't.
Oh no, this isn't where we're supposed to be. Don't run into that. Yeah, this isn't where we're supposed to be. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. Man, I was right by the staircase. And I said ladder, I meant staircase. I get those confused. Very often. Very, very often. So, our objective is in there? Oh, tell me it isn't. Oi. I'm also very good at falling. I fall a lot. I could just add the Typhon anti-fall system. At this point, I kind of like it. It's probably, yeah, I'm gonna need it anyway. So, I mean, I'm not gonna need it, but I'm gonna like it. So, let's get it. We have only one praxis point, though. Which one is it? Oh, it's that one. Yeah. Well, let's do the normal thing. What exactly is in the middle that I missed? And more importantly, how the hell would I know that it's there? What? Oh, the thing in the middle that doesn't look... What? It is the thing in the middle, isn't it? I mean, I know about you. But you're not it. What in the world? Is it the computers? I got you. Do I need to disable anything in specific? Doors non-connect? Yeah. Okay, well, let's look at our objectives, I suppose. Something's going inside. I'll need to upload my biometric data. There it is.
Keitner, Jensen, I'm in your detention camp and uploading to the security mainframe now.
Copy that. Any problems?
Negative. I gotta say, though, this isn't exactly what I was picturing when you described it.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that later. Right now, you need to get inside the interrogation wing and find out what Burke is hiding. Contact me when you know. Keitner out.
Mm-hmm. Easy enough.
Why are you doing this?
I am upset that I used the EMP grenade on these guys. I really shouldn't have. But I do believe that anytime we face one of those big robots, specifically, we're given material. And usually we're given more than one grenade because you miss, you know, it's easy to miss. And they don't like making games for people who don't save scum. They like making games for people who don't save scum is what I mean to say, which means that they allow you to not have to. Oh no, ruination. Okay, they allow you
Activating security scan.
to fail at throwing grenades. Still nothing.
Biometric data assembled. Subject recognized. Access granted.
Do they expect us to be tense about that? Do they expect us to be like, oh, I don't know if we're gonna... If they're gonna... There's that person there. If I'm gonna be able to go through. Because there's no tension whatsoever. There's that person there. They're making it more obvious each time that there's that person. Oh, not this time. Thought it was gonna be gradually getting worse and worse. What are we looking at?
Let me go. I just want to go home. I'm sorry. I'll stay quiet. I promise. Just don't hurt me anymore.
Calm down. I'm not gonna hurt you.
What?
You're not one of them? One of the scientists? Please, you've got to get me out of here. You've got to do something before they come back. I don't want to disappear like all the others.
How did his voice not get... Look at that. When he talks, he should be like... Because it's behind the door. That's why her voice is like this.
It's okay. What's your name?
Miss Sullivan. I don't know why they're holding me in here. They just grabbed me off the street. I'd heard Cape Town was dangerous, but I thought with all the security around...
Cape Town? South Africa?
Isn't that where we are? I blacked out. They drugged me, I think. I was on vacation in Cape Town at the end of the summer. I was going to be starting senior year in the fall, and I wanted to have an adventure. My parents must be so worried.
I take it you're not a terrorist then?
No, I've never done anything wrong. Never demonstrated against anything or anything. But neither have most of the girls here. I'm not sure about the men, but please, can't you get me out of here?
I want to help you, but you've got to stay calm. Now, what did you mean by disappear like the others? What's been going on back here?
I don't know much. I've heard rumors and seen some things, and I know what they've done to me. Biopsies, blood samples, tissue cores, like I'm some sort of lab rat.
Is that why you're back here? Separated from the others?
This is where they study and examine us to see if we're compatible or something. I don't know what they want from us. Sometimes we're sent back to the cells. Those that aren't, some of the others think they let them go, but I think they're being sent somewhere else, another facility maybe, or somewhere else inside this one.
Why? What makes you think that?
Because of the way they talk when they're with us. It's like they're looking for some kind of perfect gene match or something. I'm not a doctor. I don't understand it. I just don't want them touching me anymore.
Hold on. You said they were coming back? Who? Burke? Is he behind this?
I'm not sure. He comes around, but not that often. I know he gives the orders around here, but he doesn't seem all that interested in us beyond some psych tests and questioning. He mostly leaves us to the doctors or scientists or whatever they are.
Tell me about these scientists. Is one of them a woman named Reed?
I don't know. I mean, there is a woman, but her name is Kavanaugh, not Reed. I heard the guard call her that. She seems different. Like she doesn't like what they're doing to us. I can't help but think she's being forced to do these things. The others just treat us like animals. It's horrible. I just want to go home.
I know this is gonna seem cruel, but I can't help you right now.
You're going to leave me here? You can't. You have no idea what it's like. Please.
I can't have you tagging along just yet, or walking the halls alerting the guards. Trust me, when I can get you out, I will. But your best bet is to stay put.
let them anyway. Burke and the 2 doctors were just here heading for the morgue. I'll tell them you're here. I will. Let me out or I'll tell them, I swear.
And then what? Do you really think they'll let you go? I'm still the best chance you've got, but you have to be patient.
Please. Don't go.
I don't even... They really screwed up the camera animations, because that's ridiculous when we're on the other side and we can hear her voice all muffled. But I don't even know why we are talking with her specifically. I kind of wanted to have a chat with everybody, but... You know, just get to see what they are.
Clinical trial log 11/27. Attending, Dr. Tiffany Kavanagh, Dr. Gary Savage. Observing Commander Peter Burke. Patient has been sedated and restrained.
Administering compound P-026, 1.75 cc's. Injection via the left suboccipital triangle, isolating the neocerebellum and pontine nuclei.
Well done, doctors. Appears that the spinal cranial replacement was successful.
She's been stable for 48 hours. Placing the upper column and posterior skull is more complex than your own hindbrain augmentation, Commander Burke, but it's well within our abilities. That's not our sticking point.
I'm quite aware of what your sticking point is, Doctor. Getting results that I can use.
Gary? Gary, she's waking up. Look at the alpha waves. They're attenuating. Blood pressure and heart rate are rising. O2 saturation is really low.
Savage, get this under control.
Tiff, increase sedation and disconnect the OCM interface. Get a dose of propofol ready, see if she stabilizes.
It's not working, Gary. Damn it. There's a rupture in the circle of Willis. Anterior cerebral artery. Shit. I've got to get in there.
It's already too late, Tiffany. You know that.
Is it still alive?
No. Now we've lost her. I don't understand. She burned out so quickly. Arterial degeneration was clearly more advanced than anticipated, but still, the new compound should have worked.
Dispose of the body. I'll have the next viable candidate prepared and sent down to you, Dr. Kavanagh.
Bastard.
It was clearly the fault of the anesthetist. And the person that does the anesthesia, the doctor that does the anesthesia, because that thing is difficult. It's really important in surgery to do that, because it's different every patient and all that. The biometric Skytner had me upload into the security system will allow me to enter the prison's interrogation wing. Wait, that's a mission? I didn't get a pocket secretary from there? Okay. But yeah, there's something, they're doing something. And I find it a little bit hilarious that they're doing it to women only. Because it's like, I need a blood transfusion. I'm a man. Must get all the men to give me the blood, because it's more compatible, you know. You know, because obviously there are some things that do depend on the sex, but a lot of it doesn't. Oh, this was the only one that was locked upstairs. You're not animated like that. Yeah, it's the only one that was locked upstairs. Or not locked, but they're all Jane Does. Leanne. What? Whatever. Yeah, let's keep moving. I don't think I can do anything. I don't know why Jensen was so adversarial against her. He was really upset or upsetting to her. Or it sounded like it anyway. Transferred. Okay, so it's more codes. New access code. Yeah. And then we have an ebook on all the things that we read already. I think we've read all the ebooks in the game already. There's a little bit of money, because apparently we're gonna buy more. We could go back and buy more. Get back to that place that we can buy more stuff out of. No, this isn't too difficult. It is difficult. But it isn't too difficult.
Access granted.
What do we have? VersaLife medical supply requisition, hematology kits, hypodermic needles, just normal stuff. Got it, Gary. I've passed on the supply requisition to the depot and it's been processed. Delivery will arrive in 24 hours. The next shipment of subjects is due to arrive, storm or no storm. I will send some men to help you transfer the non-viable survivors back to their holding cells. From there, they will be re-quote potted, unquote, and sent on to Omega Ranch, where hopefully they will be more useful. The morgue should be cleared of all bodies. As usual, disposal and transport to Hengsha has been arranged despite yours and Dr. Kavanaugh's confidence. I expect we will need the room. Also, I require an update on loading bay 3. Progress seems slow. It has been a week since the hardware was installed and still it sits there empty. What is the holdup? It is of primary importance that a working version of the Hydra be implemented at this base. I do not understand your squeamishness, Doctor, and I will not stand for it. Get one of them in there and get it done. And then we have all tests have been completed. A bunch of things are normal. All other baselines result are within pre-collusion threshold levels. The genetic markers we identified seem to confirm our results. There is still no telling how the interface will react under load, but it seems promising. I am still reluctant, but this may be the subject needed for your plan for wireless Hydra functionality and direct connection to the defense unit in loading bay 3. This is good news. Remit the candidate. It's like remission? I don't know what remission means. I know what remission means. It means retreating, in a way. It's for cancer, when cancer is in remission. I think at least I call it, I think of it as retreating, but it's probably not the correct. I don't know what remit means. Anyway, do something to the candidate to the morgue. I will be down shortly to complete the transfer. Have Dr. Kavanaugh prepare the full implantation. And Tiffany, I'm about to send a supply requisition to VL for the next series of tests. Burke has already put us on notice that the ships will be docking as soon as the storm breaks, so things will get busy in here. Also, I'll be leaving the base for a few days, so you'll have to. This is from Gary Savage. Good. And I'll be leaving the base for a few days, so you'll have to handle the preliminary tests. Bob wants to meet face to face about our progress. He's also bringing in Mr. Everett, probably one of his backers. Fingers crossed that I can convince them to look into Nano, or at least get a look at the Reed research, capital R, Reed. I can't shake the feeling that we're spinning our wheels here. Try not to butt heads with Burke until I get back. And the reply from Kavanaugh is, thanks, Gary, but I think I'm covered down here. If we miss any incidentals, we can always make do. Besides, Eric always delivers within a day. We can place another order. You've got to convince Mr. Page. I know what we're doing here is getting to you too. I know that the possible advances are incredible, but the cost, it's too much. I feel sick about what we're doing to these people. As for Burke, he'd better stay out of the way. These, just as a clear, just to put it simply, I know this is a trope in video games and in movies and all that sort of stuff, but in real life, this sort of stuff is pseudo-scientific, and basically they're mad scientists, all of them. I know the game is trying to make them empathetic and be like, oh no, this is I think this is wrong, but what did she say? But the possible advances are incredible. No, they're not. What you're doing is pseudoscience. It can't be verified. It's all bollocks, and it's not all it's not necessarily all bollocks, because if they find something, they can find something. Like, you can find out about how to, I don't know, implant people with super powerful electric machine guns or whatever. But because it's not scientifically verified, and by that I mean large-scale clinical trials that have really, really complicated and well-defined, and more importantly, well-tested methodologies that I'm absolutely not aware of because I'm not a doctor. But it's like, stuff like this is done over the it's not necessarily over the years, but it's done on multiple levels, and because of that, it is done over time. But it doesn't necessarily have to be done over time. Like, for example, well, it doesn't matter the examples, but the point is, medical trials are a thing that are very much needed, and they're not needed because of let's not torture people. No, they're needed because we need to know what we're doing with the medicine, and we need to develop the medicine faster. Not you get what I'm saying here. They would develop their medicine faster if they didn't resort to cruel things like this. Now, in specific instances, cruel practices do happen, but they still happen within the at least they do happen, and there's throughout history there's multiple examples of people being cruelly treated, either because they were used as test subjects against their will, or because their rights are not acknowledged, or their consent is not acknowledged. A bunch of things do happen to people within clinical trials, but those clinical trials still take as long, or I say take as long, but they are still within the bigger context of a clinical trial or a scientific development. It's not like, oh, I'm going to have to either spend 10 years trying to develop this super important medicine or whatever they're trying to develop, or I could just kill 400 people and I could do it in a day. That's not how it works. It's if you kill 400 people, you're going to do it in 40 years instead of 10, because you messed up all the research, because you now created a bunch of red tape, and now it's harder to find funding, and it's a bunch of other things that are complicated and specific to our real world methodologies and science. But even in the world of Deus Ex, no, it wouldn't be better. So no, she's not a nice person that's looking for the advances possible are incredible possible. No, she's terrible. She's a terrible person, and she's a mad scientist, like the ones in the movies. She's a mad scientist because it's pseudoscience. The thing is, this is a trope, and it's a trope, so it plays a certain role in the story. That is, it's all right. It's an all right role. The problem is that it sort of propagates an idea that's just completely wrong. Is that you could bypass that somehow the methods that exist for scientific development are a hindrance to anything. No, they're there because they're faster. They're there because they're a better way of developing things, not because of, some of them are also, admittedly, obviously, some things are also there because they're more ethical and a bunch of other things. But usually those only exist in like specific contexts, not as a wholesale, oh, let's turn medicine upside down and just be cruel for the sake of it. Anyway, we're out of time for the day, and we have been out of time for the day for a while. I will just split this enormous episode that I just recorded into two, and that's why this episode doesn't have an intro, and the last episode didn't have an outro. But this one, I am Colonel RPG, so it has an outro, and this has been Deus Ex Human Revolution. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead, leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much, as always, for watching, and I will see you next episode. Bye-bye.